Greetings and welcome back to the Galley of the Sun. Today we're going to make an incredible meal. The grandkids are outside burning energy in the pool and they're going to need a good meal to replenish them. So before we get started, let's have a little talk. So as I was looking over my kitchen implements, after looking at my Facebook feed, I saw that my tenderizer was no longer adequate.
Tiny little thing.
I had a tiny tenderizer.
So sad.
A mini meat masher.
Pity.
A petite poultry pounder.
TMI, my friend.
And I thought, you know, I served my country for 30 years. I've worked hard. I've been a good citizen. I deserve some of the finer things.
You're damned right.
So I picked myself up a mega meat masher. And that's what we're going to use to flatten these pork loin chops to make some incredible pork schnitzel. This is the inaugural use of our mega meat masher from Dalstrong. Thank you for making this. I had no idea I needed it. So, pork loin chops. Feeding a lot of people. I've got 12 of them here. The recipe, as always, loyal viewers, is down below in the description section. It includes your ingredients, their amounts, and the instructions. It's written for 12. So if you want to make 6, then just half everything, okay? Except the garlic, never half the garlic.
No.
We take our pork loin chop, we put it into a plastic bag, we do not seal that bag, and then we're going to mash that meat until it's about 1/8 of an inch thick. Maybe this isn't the best cutting board for this. Wait, one. You want one that doesn't reverberate.
Fascinating.
Take 2. All right, happy with that. I've got 11 more to do. We'll see ya after I'm done pounding my pork.
What did he say?
All right, I can tell you now, this puppy was a little pricey, but I got my money's worth. That pork is pounded. So, next thing I need to do is get my Parmesan cheese ready. Between the schnitzel and the Parmesan rice that we're gonna make, I need a lot of Parmesan. Now, you can go out and buy that pre-grated stuff, but don't you get to thinking, how do they keep it from clumping together? What kind of stuff do they put in there? I don't know. I don't want to know. So we have some blocks of Parmesan cheese. We got a food processor. We're going to grind this stuff up because, like I said, I need about 3 cups total. 1.5 cups for the schnitzel, 1.5 cups for the rice. Let's get it grinding. Now you may ask yourself, a food processor, really? Couldn't you do it by hand? Well, I could have pounded that meat with this. But why?
Exactly.
So let's get it going. Alrighty. Any little pieces you got left, just break them up as best you can with your fingers, or you can use a knife. All right, now that our Parmesan's prepped, I'm gonna set up a standard breading station, flour, egg mixture, breadcrumbs. We'll see ya when we have that set up. So behind me in a cast iron skillet is about 3/4 of an inch of vegetable oil that is heating up to about 375 degrees. Why 375? Because when I put those initial pork schnitzels in there, it's going to lower the temperature. I want it to stay above 350 to give us good crispy schnitzel. So, time to start assembling these. You'll also want your oven on warm because we're going to make all the schnitzel and then we're going to make the sauce and the rice. So, let's get it going. First, you take one of your pounded pork pieces, salt and pepper it both sides, then dredge it in the flour. Get it coated all over into your egg mixture. Then into your Italian breadcrumbs / Parmesan cheese mixture. So basically, we're going to run an assembly line and continue to do this until we have all 12 of our schnitzels done. For after they come out of the oil, you'll want a baking pan with a wire rack to keep them up off the bottom to keep that bottom crispy. We don't want it sitting in any juices that might come out. We are at 375. Now we chuck them in. This isn't going to take long. All we're really looking for is to get it good and crispy on the outside because that pork's so thin, it's going to cook quick. Safety first, lay it down away from you, and we'll give it about 3 minutes and give it a look. Looks like about 2.5 minutes to 3 minutes per side. Gets them good and crispy. All right, it's been 3 minutes per side. I'm happy with the looks of those. I'm going to pull out this first batch. I'm going to check my oil temperature, let it get up to about 275 again before I put the next batch in.
Wrong.
375.
So we're going to repeat this over and over and keeping these in the oven on warm until we're done. Then we'll see you for the next step. Alrighty, just about to start the last batch of schnitzel. Let's get the rice going. What I have here is 3 cups of rice into my Ninja Foodie. Here I have a couple good heaping spoonfuls of better than bouillon chicken, roasted chicken. Delicious. I'm going to fill this up with 4.5 cups of hot water, get it mixed up, put it in there, get this thing started. Make your rice according to the directions for your cooker. For a Ninja Foodie and an Instapot, 2 minutes on high pressure, then a 10-minute natural release, you'll have perfect rice. Then we'll do the next steps to the rice. In the meantime, I'm going to finish up the schnitzel, then we're going to start on the sauce. That's what we're doing next. See you then. Alrighty, our rice is on the natural release time. We do have a few more steps with that, but in the meantime, let's get our peppercorn sauce going. So I've drained most of the oil out of the pan we were cooking our schnitzel in. Now, we're going to fire that back up on medium heat. In goes 4 tablespoons of butter. Alrighty, once your butter's mostly melted, in goes in your chopped shallots, 4 of them. We're going to cook those for about 3 minutes or so until they're good and soft. Amazing aroma. That sounds way smarter than it smells good, but it does.
If you say so.
I am happy with the condition of our shallots. Now in goes in our, in goes in, this goes in. This is 2 cups of white wine. We're going to scrape the bottom of the pan, make sure it's good and deglazed, get all that fond off, and then let this go for about 5 minutes until the wine reduces by half. Getting all those breadcrumb bits left from the schnitzel. All right, as that's reducing, let's finish the rice. All right, it's came to its 10 minutes, so we can depressurize this puppy. All right, we are depressurized, so in goes in, in goes in. I did it again. We're going to add our other 1.5 cups of grated Parmesan cheese. We're adding 4 tablespoons of butter, adding about 3 tablespoons of finely chopped parsley. Not that flat leaf stuff, the good floofy stuff. And it wasn't part of my original recipe, but I'm just feeling this way tonight. I'm going to add a heaping spoonful of minced garlic, because I feel like it. You know what, maybe 1.5. Now I'm going to mix all this up and get it good and homogeneous. For you former Marines out there, that means all mixed together real good. Now, golden rule of cooking, you can't go wrong with a good pinch of salt and pepper. Little preview. Oh, damn. All right, I'm happy with that wine reduction. Now, in goes in our 1/2 cup of crushed peppercorns. Now, I'll tell you what, I started doing this by hand, mashing it with a mortar and pestle. That's just silly. Put it in a spice grinder, give it a few zaps, and go with that. Along with that is our 4 cups of heavy cream. I'm going to take this down to medium-low. And about a 1/4 cup of Dijon mustard. We love this Zatarain's Creole mustard, so that's what I'm using. Now we're going to mix that up and let it simmer until it thickens. Then we're ready for some judgment. We'll see you then. Alrighty, got it all put together. The sauce is done. Let's bring in our judges, Trevor, Belle, and Ryland. Should have put the left-hander on the end. And I'd like judgment on the rice too. Heck, there's nowhere for me to stand. All right. Trevor, you look like you're going to be done chewing first. What do you say?
The pork with all the peppercorns and stuff like that, nice spice. Mm-hmm. Fantastic.
All righty. Have you tried the rice yet?
Not yet.
We'll come back to you. Mr. Ryland.
The meat is good. Mm-hmm. Perfect spice levels with the pepper.
Good. You like the breading?
Yes.
Fantastic. And Bologna.
I mean, it's really delicious. Mm-hmm. And I like the seasoning and spices you put on it.
Fantastic.
Sauce.
All right. Trevor, rice. Rice, baby.
The rice, it's like one of those box,
You're saying I made rice-a-roni, fancy rice-a-roni?
no,
He's not my kid. Okay, Ryland. The Parmesan garlic rice. What you think?
The Parmesan garlic rice is good. Mm-hmm. Can't really taste the rice that much. I mean, Parmesan that much.
Okay. Bologna, what say you?
It tastes good.
There you go. Hey, that's all I need. That's all I need. But you deserve more, loyal viewers. Hey, thank you so much for watching today. Leave us a comment. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Definitely hit the like button. Thank you so much for joining us. Till we see you next time, fair winds and following seas.